Hey everyone, and welcome to the Wide World of Wrestling podcast. We are here for our SmackDown live reaction. Tonight should be a good one. This is the follow-up from Money in the Bank for SmackDown at least.
Yeah.
Tiffany Stratton's our women's Money in the Bank holder. We'll probably get some more stuff with the new bloodline, and maybe we'll get a Jimmy Uso return tonight. Uh, we have a lot of good matches. If you looked on our Facebook page, we kind of updated you guys. For the card tonight, we have Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews versus Angel and Berto. We have Naya versus Minchin. We have tag team title rematch, DIY versus A-Town Down Under. About 3 matches announced, but we'll probably get at least 2 matches. It's going to happen the night that it's not announced. So
It's gonna be a hot night.
we got Hikuleu tonight, the third brother of the Fatus.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that should be like on a SmackDown or at a pay-per-view, like the reveal of the next member?
Well, let's see. Tama Tonga was on SmackDown. Tonga Loa was on Backlash, and Jacob Fatu was on SmackDown. So I suppose the next one should probably be on a pay-per-view.
I mean, that makes sense, yeah.
But supposedly Roman's coming back at SummerSlam, which they really should have had him wrestle at SummerSlam, but apparently that's not the case anymore. They're probably going to do Solo and Cody at SummerSlam. Since Solo pinned Cody at Money in the Bank, that's probably what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Because I would have preferred Cody versus Orton for the title and Roman versus Solo in a singles match. But I could see them doing a singles match for Roman and Solo at Bad Blood, maybe in Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, I could see that as well.
I wouldn't put it in. I would rather see, because they're in Georgia, so Cody's going to be on the card. But I would rather see Punk and Drew McIntyre in Hell in a Cell at Bad Blood, because that feud has Bad Blood written all over it.
It's a better fit to have. I mean, that's a great fit to have. In the Hell in a Cell. I mean, that's a rivalry made for that.
That really should be the main event of the show. I don't care if it's Cody's hometown or not. Like, Cody is not, even when he's the champion, he's not the star. Like that, I feel like that feud, Punk and Drew, is better than anything Cody's done since. I mean, Cody's done some good stuff since being champion. Had a good feud with AJ Styles. The match with Logan Paul was good. Besides that, he hasn't really. But Punk and Drew, Punk's been injured the whole entire time, and they've been able to have the best feud going.
I mean, really, I was thinking about that too the other day. Like, he's been injured most of this feud.
Drew McIntyre's been injured through some of it. He had the elbow injury, and they still had the best feud going. We got to ditch the. Well, she did say, I don't know if I want to call it in an interview, but she's gonna ditch this one. She's gonna have a pink briefcase, and she's gonna add some other stuff to it. So hopefully, in this segment, we get a pink Money in the Bank briefcase.
I'm kind of excited to see what she comes up with when it comes to her briefcase. I mean, Tiffany in the Bank. I mean,
she's in the works, so she must have already know that it's going to happen.
Right.
I'm glad she won it, though. I think she'll cash in at SummerSlam.
On who?
Either Bayley or Nia Jax. Most definitely one of them two. I could see Nia Jax winning it and Tiffany cashing in on Nia Jax.
Okay, yeah.
Nia Jax just has the title for like 3 minutes or something.
But that would be hilarious, though.
But when Tiffany wins it, she should hold it for a long time. Like, she should be a 200, 300-day champion. The person to beat her really should be, it's probably going to be Charlotte.
Yeah, I see. That's what I'm saying too. Like Charlotte, she is gonna be returning. So
She's on the blue brand, so she. I didn't know that. The youngest woman to ever hold the Money in the Bank briefcase, which is there's not many winners of it. So.
it's Tiffy's time. You got the chant going and everything. That's awesome.
Roxanne.
I didn't think about Roxanne. Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Did she mention Liv Morgan?
Not at all.
She mentioned NXT Women's Champion.
She definitely mentioned Roxanne. I think that's the first name she said.
I think it's pretty obvious she's going to cash in on Bayley or Nia Jax. I don't see them. See, the reason that they didn't draft people to NXT like they was going to was because some people would see that as a degrading, like as a lower down, like you're being moved to developmental type. Right. They didn't do it that way. But enjoy that title while you got it, Bayley. I think tonight we get a tag team. Never mind, we can't do that because Nia Jax in a match tonight. I was going to say Nia Jax and Tiffany versus Bayley and Naomi, but that can't happen.
I don't really care what time it is. I actually came in here to lend a hand of advice because, I did win a Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah, that would be a really good match, though. Tiffany versus Bayley. That would be pretty good. Honestly, I mean, thinking about it now, I'd love to see that. Let me turn my phone down. People hit me up on Messenger like I'm not on the air. Damn, Tiffy.
I'll give you that. It's going to be the last piece of advice that I give you. If you even plan to use that on me, then you better plan on making history again as the first woman to ever fail a cash-in.
You want that to happen.
That would make history if she did that.
So look at Tiffany's face. Like she already knows what her plan's going to be.
Yep.
Like, she's already got it set.
You forgot.
Everyone's doing Nia. Damn.
In case you forgot, Bayley.
Oh man, this is getting pretty juicy though. I gotta say, I'm digging this whole dynamic. Tiffany's in the middle of it.
I think at SummerSlam they should do. Trish Stratus was at Money in the Bank, and they hit Trish and Tiffany. I think they should do Tiffany versus Trish Stratus, and then do Bayley and Nia. But do Tiffany and Trish first, have her win that match, and then have her cash in later on in this match. Tiffany and Trish Stratus would be interesting.
I'd like to see that too. I would, yeah.
I teased it at Money in the Bank, the backstage segment. So.
At SummerSlam.
But I mean, Trisha still got it too, man. I mean, I wouldn't mind watching that match, honestly.
You are gonna get beat, Bailey.
Tiffy, what's gonna happen then? You gonna cash in on old Nia Jax here because we all know she has a little PTSD from the last time you got caught.
Damn.
Oh, damn. Bailey got her on that one.
Bailey, I'm well aware you're no longer the hugger I injured before your SummerSlam match in 2017.
Damn, I remember
What do you
that.
know?
Yep, I remember that too.
It was like a long time ago.
I don't know what you're trying to prove by playing divide and conquer with me and Tiffany. I have no problem with Tiffany. She's my personal little Barbie doll.
Oh.
Until SummerSlam, she
You're
was.
not a toy. You're my victim.
They're actually really good friends in real life, Tiffany and Nia. In their stories, they're always on Instagram. They're always together.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Or Bailey could beat Nia and Tiffany cashing on Bailey, and Tiffany and Nia still have an alliance together. Like a cookie. I'll mention. Oh, oh my God! Almost got Tiffany there. Hey, they could make this into a tag match. The plan was Mention versus Nia Jax singles match, but we've already seen that, and Nia won, so why not make this into a tag match?
Yeah, good point. I mean, that is really getting interesting there with that whole dynamic with the three of them, and then with Tiffany in the middle. I mean, it's very interesting. I'm into this one. I'm into this story. It just has to. I have, but the thing is, I feel like it's going to end up with Tiffany as the champion. It's got to end up like that.
Yeah, she's winning it. I think it's kind of obvious that it just depends. It just really who she's going to cash in on. Bailey could win, or Nia could win. She'd be smart to do on Bailey, but
Yeah.
Riley, thanks for watching. Davis, thanks for watching.
Well, I still got robbed.
Welcome everybody in the chat. Thank you all for joining us tonight.
Penetrating pain relief. Fix vapors.
Where's Chris? He's at home, I'm assuming. Yeah, so he's at.
Shout out to Chris, wherever you are, my friend.
It's a lot better being in my own personal space this time. But no, we had a good time. I quit and all that, but I like hotel beds better than my own bed. Well, it just depends what hotel it is, I guess.
You're right. Depends on what hell hotel it is.
It's not really just any hotel, because I've been to hotels that the beds are horrible.
Are we ready for this?
Oh yeah, I've had my own horror stories about that too. I've been there.
Okay, let's do it. Look at him. Now comes the best part.
I don't stay at motels, though, if I can help it.
Hey, how about some chocolate?
I'll stay at a hotel, but not a motel.
And some
People think they're the same thing, but they're not.
No, totally different.
My mom will say, we're going to stay in a motel, and then we get there, and it's a hotel. I say, no, you said a motel.
Hot regions.
A motel is something that you drive into. A hotel is something you go in.
Right.
I hate motels.
Oh, dude, I hate them too, man. Because they're always the sleaziest places, man.
Well, in the morning times, people are already like outside and they're yelling and hollering. And there might be a pool nearby, and then people's already swimming in the morning time, and cars are cranking up right next to your door.
And don't go swimming at a motel pool. Don't do that ever, ever. Yeah, I can tell you horror stories about swimming in those motel pools. Don't do that ever. That's my advice to you.
Mhm. You know who Corby Trotz is?
I've heard the name. I've heard the name before, I believe.
He's like normally during Fox, he's always in the commercials. Corby Trotz, Morgan and Morgan. Those lawyers, TV lawyers.
Oh, okay, I know who you're talking about. I think I do know who you're talking about. Okay.
Morgan and Morgan is for the people, and well, my grandpa, it's not. He said they're not for the people.
Morgan and Morgan, I'm pretty sure not.
One time he tried to get with them, and it wasn't like they were advertising on TV. It's totally different. I watched the Women in the Bank. I thought this was probably the best match on the show. Especially
Yeah.
there's a lot of brutal spots like this one right here with Chelsea Green. Went through 2 tables.
I mean that whole match, man. That they killed it, man. Those women killed it. And Chelsea had the spot of the whole match. She landed through 2 tables.
Yeah, she had it won. Like she was gonna unbuckle it, and Tiffany pushed her off.
Princess of Pain. So I don't have time for you. I'm
Oh, I love her cute little neck brace. Look at that. That's cute. Bedazzled neck brace. Oh man, that's like who had that? Freaking the Weasel had that. Bobby the Brain Heenan. He had one of those. He had a neck brace that he had all designed and stuff that he would wear.
All right, Rory. Picking off mentioning Nia Jax. Mention you're not winning. Unless Bailey helps you win, you're not winning. They went against each other like a week or two ago, and Nia just flat out squashed her.
Yeah.
IWC exposed. Explain more with your song. They got a good crowd tonight.
That is a
on our-
nice crowd.
I made an update on our Facebook page and Twitter about along with the preview location and tickets sold. It was like 8,000, but the last update, like 5 minutes ago, was like they got a total of 9,000. So they pretty much got the place sold out. This is a smaller arena, so it wasn't really hard though. So 9,000 is probably like max capacity for a wrestling show there. Hopefully they do something from Andrade tonight. He had a very good performance in the Money in the Bank. Well, really, all the men had a good performance. Carmelo Hayes had some good spots. LA Knight.
Yeah.
Santos, he wasn't in it, was he? No, he wasn't in it.
No, I don't think so.
I feel like they should have had someone else win. I get they with the do of Drew to make the story even bigger, but they should have just had Punk cost Drew in the match. Besides, and I called this last Friday. I said that was going to happen. Drew was going to win. He was going to try to cash in. He was going to unsuccessfully cash in the same night because people didn't catch it. But what he said on Monday before Money in the Bank he said that he was going to win the Money in the Bank and cash it in at the same time. So that kind of spoiled that. Punk was probably going to cost him his cash in. I think it would have been easier and better just to have someone else, just have Punk cost Drew McIntyre in the match itself. And they could have put it on Chad Gable. Like, I feel like the reason that they didn't put it on anyone is because Cody Rhodes isn't going to be losing that belt anytime soon. And if Walter wins the belt, he's not losing it anytime soon. So it's kind of like how. I mean, they could have done what they do with Austin Theory, but have Chad Gable cash in on Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental title in his hometown. Like they could have done that. Something like that they could have done, like the U.S. or Inter, but I don't know. I know a lot of fans are disappointed in that.
I don't know. I mean, but you called that straight up, man. I was like, when I was watching it happen, I was like, damn
I
it,
knew it
Connor
was
called
going to
this.
happen. I tried warning some people. Like they said, oh no. I warned them. They didn't listen. And they were
It
upset.
beat for beat, dude. Beat for beat, it happened exactly how you called it.
The only thing I wish would have happened was like they would have played his music, and then Larry, his dog, would have came from the entranceway, and then Punk would come behind him. But I don't know. Like it's hard to get a dog to do that. I guess he did it at AEW All Out in 2022. He ran down the entranceway. So
Your garage on Cars.com lets you track your car's value over time, so you'll be in the driver's seat for whatever's next.
I wonder if Drew McIntyre goes to Punk's house,
Where to next?
like he said he was going to do.
You've been waiting for is here. Built on the 16
I could see Larry then.
Larry.
I knew a lot of people wanted AJ Lee and they were disappointed, but no one had reported that. It was just fan speculation of like what they would like to see happen.
Right.
Now John Cena was reported that he was going to be there. Jordan Kirby, thanks for watching. Who's the most successful champion of 2024?
Good question.
I guess if we're talking about WWE, 2024. I would say
it's an upside down bottle with no cap. Just grab, squeeze, and
it's not Logan.
Oh hell no.
I mean, he's good. He has some good matches, but he hasn't defended the title. He hasn't defended it much. For me, it would have to be Sami Zayn, or in a way, I want to say Damian Priest. Even though he doesn't have the best run, the matches that he's had are pretty good. The match against Rollins was a good match up until the botched finish.
Right.
The Uso match was good. I'd probably say Sami Zayn so far.
Yeah, you know what? I have to agree with you on that one. Sami Zayn, his run has been pretty. It's been pretty good. Plus the storytelling with his run too, I think it's been pretty awesome. So yeah, I'm with you on that one. Sami Zayn's probably had a pretty damn good run. One of the best runs of this year.
Of 2024, it probably. I mean, in a way, I want to say Cody because he had a good feud with AJ Styles, but besides that, like the Logan Paul was just a good match, and that was really it. I mean, you could make a discussion for, even though he's not the Intercontinental Champion now, but Walter being the most successful champion because he did hold it for most of this year. It doesn't have to be a past current champion, but right now, current champions, I'd probably say Sami Zayn. I mean, Bayley hasn't been too bad either. You know, she's had a pretty good few matches with Piper and Naomi and Tiffany. I feel like on SmackDown they're limited with women. I feel like they need Charlotte back. Hopefully she's back because she's been out for a good while.
I have to admit, I have been missing Charlotte. I have been.
Like the main people of the women is Bayley, Tiffany, Nia, Minchin, Naomi. And that's really it. I mean, Chelsea and Piper, forgot about them. And that's really it. It's like 7 people right there.
Yep. What's crazy is that Charlotte came back from injury and did a couple of matches and got injured again.
Oh, I forgot. They got Jade and Bianca on SmackDown. They've been on there pretty regularly, but they've been in tag team. They really need Charlotte back on SmackDown because she would give them another good contender for the title.
Yeah.
Speaking of women, they did. It's been rumored that WWE is going to finally introduce a women's US champion and a women's Intercontinental champion. I think that would
Great idea.
I think that would very much benefit women like Chelsea Green, Minchin, Shayna Baszler, maybe even Piper Niven for them to win a title.
Yeah.
Not every woman is going to win a world title. So if they have two new belts, singles, it may would create more opportunities. Damn, she almost had
Oh
that.
man, that was super close.
I thought she was going to get that. But
Beautiful
Jordan,
tornado DDT right there, though.
Jordan, you asked us who ours was. Who's yours? Since you asked the question, I'd like to see, or anyone really.
Yeah.
Who's your guys' favorite, or who do you guys think has had the most successful championship run in 2024?
Yeah, gonna throw it back at the chat. What do y'all think?
That's it.
Oh man.
I mean, she put up a good fight. I thought she was going to win it with that tornado DDT.
That was beautiful. Shout out Chavo Guerrero.
I want to know what the sign IWC exposed.
I saw that. I was trying to read it clearly.
When is she getting the pink briefcase? We don't have too much longer till SummerSlam, so she's going to have to have it eventually.
I'm predicting they're gonna pull it out next week.
They got to, because if she's going to cash it, because I feel like going into SummerSlam, at the SummerSlam Superstore and everything, they can make a killing off of it.
Oh, most definitely.
Damn. Yep, Bailey's done for tonight. She should cash it in right now. If she wasn't stupid, cash it in. Like, she's laid down. Get a referee.
I mean, that's a smart thing, though. Think about that. It'd be smart to do. You're right.
The only bad thing is Nia's there, and Nia probably wouldn't let her cash it in.
Ah, good point.
Throw her out of the ring. Get her a foot. Something's gonna happen, I feel like.
Uh-oh.
Oh, she's thinking about doing it. Do it.
So, yep. Come on, do it. Just do it. Just hit her. Come on. Just do it.
She really gonna
Shia
do it?
LaBeouf meme. Old Shia LaBeouf meme. Just do it.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. They're gonna build on this.
I like it. I like it, though. Honestly speaking, I like that.
They're gonna
because Nia's not. Yeah.
They're gonna let this continue up until SummerSlam.
Yeah, I like it.
She's finally gonna do it. See, she wanted to do it, but Nia wasn't gonna let her do it.
Oh man, if you do it right, they can stretch this. They can stretch it.
Hopefully, she cashes in at SummerSlam because I'll be there. But they could do that at a different pay-per-view if they wanted to. But since Nia's in a championship match on SummerSlam, I feel like it's going to be at SummerSlam.
That'll be ideal.
Still can't believe they powerbombed him to that table. Tonga Low's got to start.
Oh,
How do you botch a low blow? How do you do that?
very good question, Connor. Very good question.
Even in New Japan, like if anyone's seen his stuff, he looks like the punches to Okada, and then him trying to do a 619, and you got to step it up. Like you're in the most powerful factions in WWE, and you got to be looking strong. You can't be looking bad. Like you're representing Roman Reigns and The Rock essentially.
I mean, really? I mean, let's think about that. Who are they representing? Really?
The Rock, really. The Rock, most likely, but he's representing his family. He's like he can't be doing botching a low blow. How does that happen? I don't know how that happens.
You got me on that one. I mean, that's pretty simple. That's pretty
All you
flat
do is
out
pick your
simple to
pin and
do.
swing it on low. That shouldn't happen. And you're in the main event of the show. You're in the most powerful faction on SmackDown, probably in WWE. There could be a discussion for Judgment Day being the most powerful.
Yeah. Is it me or has Baron Corbin kind of slimmed down a little bit? Like he's a little bit leaner than he used to be. Like you can tell he's been working out a little bit.
Yeah, since he's been in NXT for a while, he was really. Once I started watching NXT again, I saw him on there. I noticed that he's slimmed down a lot.
He's in awesome shape.
About time they used him more on SmackDown. Since the draft, they haven't really used him much. Even Giovanni Vinci with Imperium, Ludwig turned on him, and then he got drafted to SmackDown, and we haven't seen him since. I'm wondering
if he was still around.
I wonder if they plan on releasing him. Like they don't, like they just had him get turned on, put him on SmackDown, let his contract run out, do nothing with him, and let his contract expire.
I mean, all signs are pointing to yes. I mean, as far as him being released.
I hope they don't do that because he's got a good look. And if I have to be honest, Giovanni Vinci is a better in-ring wrestler than Ludwig Kaiser.
I can agree with that on some things. Yeah,
like
I can agree with that.
They're both really good, but they really shouldn't even have them turn on each other. Because I don't think they won the tag titles once in WWE. Well, NXT maybe, but the main roster, I don't think they won titles, did they?
Not on the main roster. I don't think so.
And Raw doesn't really have any tag teams. They're probably going to break up Austin Truth, most likely soon.
Probably.
New Day's been teasing them breaking up.
Yeah, they're teasing that hard. They're teasing that very hard now. It's just like who's going to turn on who?
Tyler Bates injured, so they can't do New Catch Republic. They have Authors of Pain. See, they really trying to broke. Well, Ludwig Kaiser's injured right now, so even if Vinci was still on there, they couldn't even do him as a tag team.
Right. I mean, I think when it comes to Da Vinci and Ludwig, I think Ludwig was probably has more of a. He's more charismatic, has more of a personality. I think, but I think Vinci's a better wrestler. I think.
That's why they were good with each other. One had the character aspect, and the other had the good in-ring aspect.
Yeah.
They really shouldn't have broke them up. I mean, he's a good wrestler to be on SmackDown. Like they could put him as. If they were smart, they'd have William Regal be his manager.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
Someone. What if William Regal started his own faction in WWE, like he did in AEW?
I like the sound of that, though. I like the sound of that. That'd be pretty cool.
I feel like it needs to be on Raw, though. And I think Sheamus and Dragunov would fit that perfectly. Would it be pretty cool if the Blackpool Combat Club made their way to WWE one day?
I mean, I would blow my that would blow my mind if that was to happen.
I feel like John Moxley will be in AEW until he retires, probably. If he did leave, then that's when AEW had probably went all the way downhill. He's a pretty loyal person to AEW, so if he left, something drastic would have to happen for him to want to
Yeah.
leave. Like, it would have to be really bad. Guys like Moxley and Jericho, those two mainly have been their most loyal people, like big name wise, to give them a chance.
And that's the thing. You talk about Jericho. I mean, I'll say this. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the learning tree gimmick, but I see where he's going with it. I see what he's trying to do.
In the long run, it's just going to bury everyone that's in the group. I mean, just look at, like, once Daniel Garcia left the group, then he started getting over it, not because he was in the group.
Right.
It's really just giving people something to do. Big Bill and Brian Keith, like, they weren't really doing anything. So when they put them with Jericho, they didn't have something to do.
Last Saturday in Toronto,
All right? Andrade.
a lot of people said that you had a star-making performance. But here we are, nearly a week later, and those same people are asking, what's next for Andrade? What is next? They've reached the descent. WWE es mi destino. Por eso Andrade está de vuelta. Barney, what are we doing to talk to this guy for? Should be talking to the real MVP of the match. The guy that stole the show at Money in the Bank. The one that everybody's talking about. Hey, Melo. Tranquilo. I didn't say...
AEW. Andrade and Carmelo visited AEW tonight.
People are saying that you don't want to... Man, I should be treated better around here. I don't know if people forgot.
I'm not gonna lie, when he walked, I thought that was Shane McMahon for a second.
Let's talk about it.
Because no one Shane McMahon wears this type of shirts.
Yeah, the baseball jerseys.
What's next?
Wasn't this supposed to be Andrade's interview?
It's supposed to be.
That's one thing about Carmelo lately. He's been really good at interrupting people's interviews and stuff. He does a lot of that lately.
And then he gets owned in the process.
Yeah.
It makes him look stupid, but it actually gets him more known to people. Especially like LA Knight. Everyone's on LA Knight's side, so when he's around LA Knight, people see him and then they're going to get familiar with him. Looks like Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes could be a future matchup. Like, that would probably be a really, really good match. If given the time, like at least 15 minutes, they could have a match of the night. I don't think they've ever went against each other either.
I don't think so. Now that I think about it.
When Andrade left WWE, he came in around the NXT 2.0 stuff. Carmelo
Hayes. That's when Carmelo blew up.
And then when Shawn Michaels took over, he got put to in a bigger standard. Does she even wrestle Elektra Lopez? Or is she just a manager?
She has before, I think, but I haven't seen her wrestle lately.
Hell, they need women on SmackDown and something get in there and wrestle.
successful. That cash was a big failure. Kind of like you. I got to the dance. You didn't even get it going. They come here to attack you. They did. As we know about Santos Escobar, he never walks alone, and as his men launched an attack.
Davis Angel recently resigned. Yeah, I seen that. He signed a new 3-year deal with WWE. I don't know where he would go even if he left.
Well, where are they? I mean, did they plan on doing anything with them? I mean,
To Angel.
yeah.
I mean, he's being used in only because he's with Santos Escobar.
True.
But they have been using him in Humberto and NXT some. And they are using him in tag matches like this. Who knows? They might get a tag team title run. Probably not, but I mean, if we want to shake things up, I guess they could put him on him. Because they're actually a really good tag team in the ring. Both of them are, Humberto and Angel. But if he left, he could went to TNA, I guess, or he could have
That's
went to
possible.
AEW.
Yeah.
If he went to AEW, but he wouldn't be doing nothing. He'd just be losing all. Like someone like him would just lose all the time. They would just use him to feed the guys like Will Ospreay and Moxley and.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I mean, like, would he get a fair shot if he was to go to AEW? I mean, you know,
He's perfect where he's at. He's on TV.
Yeah.
He's on TV every week with a faction, and he's also using NXT some. So even though he's not a major star, he is getting used pretty regularly on 2 wrestling shows weekly. So he's pretty set where he's at. And TNA probably would have been a second option. But at this point, with the partnership, they could go to TNA and still be with WWE probably. Oh, damn. I didn't think he was going to pull that off. That was good. Yeah, that was a close one. Wasn't for Apollo, he wouldn't have got that off.
How should I plant this if my garden doesn't receive direct sunlight?
Next question.
It starts with an empty prompt and the most advanced AI at your fingertips.
What a wonderful day!
I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a bathroom break.
All right.
All the parts you need at the prices you want.
Are you guys gonna do Raw again? We might do Raw again this next Monday. SmackDown's a little bit more easier because it's on a Friday and you don't have to work. We don't have to work the next day.
What's up at DQ?
But we did do Raw like 2 weeks ago, so we might try to do Raw on Monday.
Cheeseburger, chicken strips. There's something
Yeah,
for
we
everyone.
try to do Raw. You know, Rhea Ripley just returned and CM Punk returned. He's more so on Raw, so yeah, we'll probably do something on Monday with Raw.
Didn't pass the tissue test? Buckle up. There's toothpaste.
I've been debating on doing an NXT live reaction since NXT's getting kind of hot right now. Ethan Page is the new NXT champion. They got Shawn Spears, Trick Williams, Javon Evans, and they've got a lot of new people coming in. They recently signed Stephanie Valkyria to WWE. She'll be starting out in NXT. They got Julia, they got Saruka. They got a lot of good young up-and-coming people. And the TNA partnership, we saw Rascals, Joe Hendry. We've seen Jordan Grace on there. And we could potentially be getting some others like Josh Alexander, Moose. You never know who we could get on NXT. So I've been debating on doing an NXT live reaction on here for once to see how it goes on here. It is a very good show. If anyone doesn't watch NXT, I highly recommend watching it. NXT is a very, very good show. They were talking last time, talking Elite on the All Elite Zone, that this new era of NXT will be presented kind of like the Black and Gold era, but in its own entity, like a different type of era. I think this era beats 2.0 already. All right, we're back. Yeah, that was kind of botched. I got Angel and Baron Corbin in the ring. Everyone watching, who you guys going for? You got Angel and Berto, or you got Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin? Personally, I got Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin to win this match. I think they'd be the better ones to win. Ooh, that was a good move right there. Like I said, they're both really good in the ring, Angel and Berto. They're really, really good. Santos Escobar kind of makes up for them with the character work as their manager.
All right, I'm back.
Kind of like a springboard. Ooh, that was good. Valley Driver. Everyone watching now, we were talking about NXT just a minute ago. Who is some of the guys that are NXT people to watch on NXT? Is it people from TNA? Is it people from already in NXT? You're looking forward to the people coming into NXT, possibly Motor City Machine Guns coming to NXT.
This hasn't been a bad match so far. It's actually been pretty fast paced.
Super.
Ooh.
Apollo Crews and Baron Crews actually getting a pretty good crowd reaction tonight. I know we don't get this type of crowd reaction.
That's good to see. It's a good thing to see.
Ooh. Crossbody, 1, 2, up. Yeah, I was going to go to that Undertaker thing during SummerSlam weekend, but it's way too expensive. He's charging like $600 just to do a meet and greet with him.
600, damn.
Because if I went to the show, I want to meet the Undertaker because I'm traveling like hundreds of miles to go to this. But I'm not paying. I wish they would have announced it like at least 2 months ago, so people could save up money for it. But they announced it 2 weeks prior.
I mean, for $600, man, I'd at least want to have, like a gourmet dinner and some drink or two, and Jeez.
Oh, damn. That might be it. Damn it. That sorry bastard cost us down. Oh, Angel and Berto wins the match thanks to Santos.
Yep. I knew he was going to come into play.
It's a big win for Angel and Berto, though. They needed a big win. They would have won that match if it wasn't for that damn woman. Yeah, that damn bastard cost us down. Baron Corbin was just laying down on the ground. Opportunities don't come on the ground. Time to go back to YouTube, Baron.
Back to the NXT.
Yeah, spent too much time on the ground. Damn. Everybody wants to see Nick Aldis. See, they were on SmackDown last week.
Yeah,
They went against Street Profits.
There's a line.
Pretty deadly.
Get to the back of it.
I enjoy Pretty Deadly. I think they're hilarious personally. I think they're funny. Like I told you, they remind me of Gorgeous George. Like, but it's like there's two of them.
LA Knight. They have like a whole line outside his office.
Is Nick busy?
Man, if I was Nick, dude, that'd drive me crazy, man. That would drive me nuts. All these different personalities, bugging them all the damn time, all 2 hours long, just bugging them. I want a match. I want a match. I want a match. I want a match.
Like in the Attitude Era, what they were done is have just people like throughout the whole show. Like you'll see one segment with Chelsea and Niven, and then you got Pretty Deadly, and then they'll come back with Baron Corbin and Apollo lining up, and then they'll come back with Shinsuke. He's tired of not having an opportunity. He's in line. And then by the time Nick Aldis comes out of his room, he's got a whole line of people wanting to see him. Like that's something like the Attitude Era would probably do.
Yeah.
I could imagine that, like the Headbangers and all these people wanting something. It's kind of like the Hardcore title was.
At Olive Garden?
I was watching a match with the Hardcore title. And it was like 30 people.
So we create your own
It was like for 15 minutes, and then there was like 15 title changes in the span of the match.
Oh, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about.
Crash Holly.
That was like in the midst of the Attitude Era.
Yeah, Crash Holly was the Hardcore champion. And then Taz won it, and then Rhino won it, and then Funaki won it. One of the Headbangers won it. Everybody won it. Like that's in a pretty like
Crash Holly. I remember he won it. That was funny.
Who won it?
Crash Holly.
Yeah, like he was the one that had the championship, and he wasn't wanting to be in the match. Like he tried to hold up the match because he didn't want to be in it. I remember like Pat Patterson won it, and then Gerald Briscoe won it, and then what was funny in the match was when Pat Patterson won the belt. Like this was during the Monday Night Wars. They started playing Hulk Hogan's theme music, A Real American. Well, Hulk Hogan, that was kind of like I'm pretty sure Pat Patterson has his own theme song. He was the first Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah.
I know his theme song's not The Real American.
What about these?
24/7 was kind of like the Hardcore title.
A lot like the Hardcore title, actually.
The only difference was that when the Hardcore title actually had title match, like it did have certain kind of like silly stuff like, people just winning the title 15 times throughout the night. But they also did have actual matches for the Hardcore title. 24/7 title, they didn't really have like actual matches with the belt. It was just random people winning it. That's why I like the Hardcore title better, because at least they had some matches and with the title. Like the match I believe it was like WrestleMania or the Royal Rumble or something. It was like a 15-minute, a 30-minute match, and there's a bunch of wrestlers in it. And then whoever has the title last is the Hardcore champion.
That was at a WrestleMania, I think.
Yeah, I know Taz was in it. Like Crash Holly was the champion going into it.
Yeah.
The Headbangers were in it. I forget all who's in that. Viscera was in it. I can wait for Bad Blood. I'm so glad they're bringing that back.
I've always loved that name for a pay-per-view. I've always thought that was such an awesome name.
That was one of my favorite pay-per-views to watch back in the great. Like I would always like that pay-per-view. Bad Blood, Armageddon, New Year's Resolution,
No Way Out.
No Way Out. The one pay per view, I forget which one it was, but like at the entrance they had fire coming out all night. I forget. I think it was Armageddon.
Yeah, that was Armageddon. That was sick. That was one of the coolest sets they had.
I wish they'd bring stuff like that back, or maybe I don't know how they do it, but do it kind of like fire, but blood for bad blood. I don't know how they do that though. But the fire stuff I always thought was cool. Like they had a lot of cool setups that I think they should try to bring back.
Things go sideways, I'm coming because I got your back. I will always and forever have your back. Kevin Owens, he feels the same way, but he's not here tonight. And that's on me. That man loves to fight. He fought me tooth and nail, but I insisted he stay home with his family. His family, I think you would agree, his family needs him more than we need him. If you find yourself in that ring tonight, you give that big ugly Samoan.
I feel like Randy Orton's gonna turn on him.
All right, but everything comes to
I've heard these
That's what I'm waiting on, dude. I'm waiting on Randy just to turn, man. Oh, that's what I want. I want the Viper.
He's better as a heel.
have a lot of men
Much better as a heel.
He's good as a face, but
coming after that championship.
But that's the thing, though. Randy's actually letting him know, hey, I'm coming after that belt, dude. I mean, the old Randy wouldn't have said anything, man. He just would have struck.
I've heard these same things where he eventually turns heel. All right, LA Knight.
I like the subtle change with Randy though, because like I said, the old Randy wouldn't have said anything. He would have just RKO'd you, and that would have been it.
No, he wouldn't have been doing all that.
But he's actually letting Cody know, hey, I'm letting you know I'm gonna be coming after that belt eventually, bro.
LA Knight. I think right here we're gonna get the official match for SummerSlam. Probably he's got that like contract thing, book thing. I really hope LA Knight wins that belt. I like Logan Paul. He's a good wrestler, but he just doesn't defend the title hardly at all. He defended it twice, and it's only on pay-per-views. Like he did wrestle on SmackDown like 2 weeks ago in that was it a tag team match? It was LA Knight and I forget what it was.
I think it was a tag team match.
Because that's when we saw those two NBA players involved in the match. He wrestled then, but he barely wrestles on SmackDown. If he is on SmackDown, he's just in segments. Here and now, and then he'll have a match. And he'll defend it on pay-per-view every 6 months.
Money in the Bank came and went. Let's be honest. I ain't going to stand out here and complain. I ain't going to cry. I ain't going to make excuses. It didn't go my way. I got dumped out on a ladder, and somebody else reached up and grabbed that Money in the Bank contract. So then I just start thinking to myself, Money in the Bank contract or no Money in the Bank contract, I told y'all, it doesn't make a difference. I am the walking embodiment of Money in the Bank. Yeah. So what that's got me doing is let's rewind our mind just a touch, because let's go ahead and look at the path to Money in the Bank. I got a little piece of footage I think we should take a look at.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
This was it. It was Santos and Logan Paul versus LA Knight. I forget who team was LA Knight though.
Now you look at that, you look at what happened right there. Every single person in this building right now person at home, what they saw was they saw this man move on to Money in the Bank, right? Yeah. But let's look a little deeper. Let's think about what we really saw there, because yeah, I did move on to Money in the Bank, but there's something more important that happened right there. What happened right there is I pinned the United States champion. With that in mind, I got a little something delivered a little bit earlier, hot and fresh.
SummerSlam contract.
Oh yeah.
What this had in here had Nick Aldis's signature already on it. And what this is a contract for the United States Championship at SummerSlam.
What I said. What?
Signed on the dotted line.
I just said get Logan Paul to sign it. Which probably isn't going to happen. At least not tonight.
So what I want to do, I would love to have Logan Paul come right down here and sign this contract right now. But don't get too excited. That ain't gonna happen. I can't do that. You know why? Surprise, surprise, all your eyes. Guess who ain't here? Logan Paul.
Just told you that.
But Logan, you can rest assured one way or another, I will get this contract signed. It will be you. It will be me. And guess what? At SummerSlam, I will own you. I own that belt. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. Not because you're not good.
Just better hope he doesn't have his people with him.
Right. His entourage.
Yeah, have like 2-3 people with him.
Calm down, bad news. Contain yourself. You can sign it anytime. Box office. When it comes to the biggest, this guy is unreal. This place is loaded landmines. If somehow, some way, LA Knight doesn't manage to get Logan Paul's signature on the contract, this could be massive in Cleveland at SummerSlam with the United States title on the line. But tonight, SmackDown is sponsored in part by C4 Energy, the official
C4 Energy.
drink of WWE.
C4.
I wonder if that's any good. Never had it.
Neither have I heard it tastes a lot like Red Bull, or not Red Bull, like a Monster.
Or Davenport.
Everybody wants to talk about living
I knew it was going to be her. It said new woman on SmackDown. Well,
your week. And the reason bad things keep happening to you
they got to start using her more.
you
I agree.
successful
She's someone that could.
because you're not
I get they don't want her to go for the world title right now because they got Tiffany and Bailey and others, but that's why a women's U.S. and Intercontinental will be perfect for people like Blair Davenport.
well, come and do something about it.
If anyone does not know, she was in AEW under the name B. Priestley. Her last appearance in AEW was her holding up the championship. Obviously, the pandemic happened and she got released. She went to NXT. first NXT UK, then NXT, and now she's on the main roster.
Yep,
She wrestled tonight.
I think so.
Must be a squash match or something. Oh, Naomi. Oh, that's a surprise. Naomi versus Blair Davenport.
Nice.
I thought it'd be just a squash match, but no, they're giving us a pretty good match.
Yeah, this ought to be pretty good. Hell yeah.
Guess what, Tony? We get 2 matches instead of 1.
Take that, Tony.
I don't get how they do that. Like, they have so many good women. 3 shows, and they sign Mercedes, they sign Saraya, all these big names, and they still can't get more than 1 match. They are getting more TV time, like segments, and like on Dynamite, we got Mercedes segment and we got the match. That was pretty good timing, but you can't tell me you couldn't have taken something off and put another women's match. I mean, what is Red Velvet doing? What is Sky Blue doing? Where's Queen Amadonna? Like, wasn't she on Collision like every week? And she finally picked up the phone, like, where the hell is she at? Where's Ty Valkyrie? Where's any? Like, where are these people? We got 3 shows, 5 hours of TV. There's room for at least 1 show to have 2 women's matches.
At least, I mean, they have all that TV time.
All right, they're bringing Ishii. He's going to do with AEW for the rest of the summer. Why not bring him in at all? And the TV time that he was going to get, give it to the women and have another women's match on the show. He's not signed with AEW. He doesn't make AEW more money. He don't draw nothing. I'd rather see more women get used in AEW than Ishii wrestling a no-selling match. I already know what's going to happen. He's going to chop someone, then it looks like he's barely even hitting them, and then he's going to do a headbutt that doesn't even hit their head. I'm sorry, but golly. What does the women have to do? Murder someone to show that they're serious?
I hope it doesn't have to go to that.
I mean, they got so. Like, what is Sheeta doing? Like, what does she even do in AEW?
I was thinking of something more sophisticated.
That's a good question. I thought she may have been hurt.
I mean, she was in the Owen Hart tournament and she lost that.
Oh yeah, she was. That's right.
Rio's hurt, like always. Marina Shafir, I don't care what to do with her. Nala Rose, I care less what to do with her. I think they're more on our way, Nia and Marina. There's a lot of women like Ty Valkyrie. Like, where is she at?
Damn, that's a really good question too. I haven't seen her in a while.
Stop signing all these people. Stop signing people, and stop bringing all these people in from Japan and Mexico, and start using some of the women. Like, I feel like they've waited long enough to get enough. Like, it's almost 5 years in. I think they've waited long enough for an opportunity to get some more TV time. I mean, I could care less for like that match with Jericho and Samoa Joe. I would have been fine with them not even doing that, and them just doing another women's match. Yeah, we haven't talked about John Cena yet tonight.
All right.
I thought that should have been the most talked about thing. Him announcing his retirement at Money in the Bank.
Why am I here? Tonight, I officially announce my retirement from the WWE. You see, I've been doing this a while.
No, I'm sorry, but is it? Am I the only person that feels like John Cena could have put that all in a tweet?
Yeah, he probably could have.
He had to hold up the whole pay per view to say, "Hey guys, I'm hanging up the boots."
Probably for as big of a star as he is, they probably want him in the ring doing it, I guess. And it wasn't spoiled at all. Like no one had reports of him retiring or anything.
Right, that's
They just report,
surprising.
they just report who's going to be there.
WrestleMania, I competed. Thank you so much for in the house that you built for so many years. So, if you want some, hurry up and come get some. Cause the last time is now.
Still doesn't feel real that he's fixing to be retiring. It doesn't feel real. I mean, for as long as I've been watching wrestling, John Cena's always been wrestling.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. Blair Davenport's a young lady that we have seen glimpses of in NXT, NXT UK. How does Blair Davenport prepare to feel the glow? Blair Davenport is the champion.
I'll be right back.
All right. All right, Blair Davenport versus Naomi. Now, this is her first match here on the main roster, I believe, Blair Davenport. So we're gonna see what's going down. I'm actually excited to see her first match on the main roster, at least on the official SmackDown roster. Let's just see if they actually stick to I'm over stuttering. Let's see if they stick to the brand split this time. I mean, because I'm thinking since the old man's gone, maybe they will stick to it this time. So hopefully they do. If they stick to it this time, I think the brand split will be, I guess, worthwhile. I guess. I mean, because otherwise, why have a brand split if they're just going to end up going back on different shows anyway? Excuse me. Yeah, but that women's ladder match, man, that was something else, man. And Naomi killed it. Honestly speaking, all the women killed it in that match. I mean, that was probably like Connor was talking about earlier. I mean, that's probably the match of the night was the women's Money in the Bank match. Honestly speaking, Chelsea had the bump of the night going through both tables. That was pretty fun, or funny, excuse me. Trying to see if this girl's got. Yeah, I'm loving how the girls are getting more TV time in WWE. If you watch NXT, I mean NXT, they are heavy with the women's matches, heavy with it, and the storylines, and I love that. I love to see more women on TV, more women get more TV time. I've said this before, and I'll die on that hill. I think that they're just as good, if not better, than the men. You know. Oh, nice leg drop by Naomi. That was good. I like that leg drop. Got some air on it. Oh, here we go. Mike's, I see what you're saying. You wonder if Solo's going to make an appearance tonight. You know what? I think he just might. We already seen him in a promo earlier. Thank you for joining us tonight, Mike's. Connor has control of the chat right now, so I can't have it pop up on the screen, but I do see it. So, And I agree, Mike. It's about time they use Blair more. I mean, she is very talented, and hopefully they have something for her in the future. Hopefully, she has awesome gear though. I love her gear. Kind of a slow pace right about now though. They need to speed it up a little bit.
I don't know.
Not looking to relent here. Shoulder first into the post. Naomi is hurt badly. Tonight may belong to death.
I don't know if you've seen these comments. Mike said about them to use Brian Davenport more. When he
I
was
agree.
here tonight. I don't know. He's advertised to be on the show tonight, so he's doing something.
Now I'm surprised they didn't do picture in picture on this one.
Yeah, some of these commercials are just flat out annoying.
Yeah, and thing is they're back to back too. So and it's live TV, so you can't fast forward, and that sucks.
Yeah, fortunately, you gotta watch all the garbage.
I think that's probably going to be one of the benefits to Raw going to Netflix is that you won't really get commercials. Probably commercials from WWE themselves, but not like these commercials that just go on and on and on.
I hope they don't do what they do at Peacock and on pay-per-views. They still have commercials. Like after a match, they have commercials. I hope they don't do that.
Yeah,
Or
weeklies.
oh god, I don't want to bring that up. I hate that commercial. I hate it. Like that commercial. I can't stand that commercial.
It is a bit annoying. I don't know
It
in a
gets stuck
funny
in your
way.
head.
It's just annoying.
It gets stuck in your head. And then that damn
That's
woman.
the point.
Then that damn woman. The other one. But if they do commercials, hopefully it's like limited commercials, and then there's more screen time, more matches, more.
Yeah.
Some people want Raw to go back to 2 hours, but I actually hope they do 3 hours if it's less commercials. Like less commercials, and it's still been 3 hours would probably be pretty good.
Yeah, I think so. As long as you pack those 3 hours with some good entertainment, I think it'll be. I think it wouldn't be a bad thing. Less commercials, more action. You know,
I believe with limited commercials in 3 hours, they could probably fit in like one, two or three more matches than they could on USA Network right now.
Hmm.
But if Raw does go 2 hours, I think SmackDown will go 3 hours probably
I could see that.
because USA is losing Raw. That was their biggest show for years. SmackDown was on USA and then to Fox, but SmackDown isn't going to get the numbers that they were getting on Fox. On Fox, they're getting 2 million, but on USA, they won't be getting that. They'll
Right.
probably be getting what Raw gets, like 1.6 to 1.8 million. So they might increase if Raw goes 2 hours. They might because USA Network doesn't have anything. Like, what do they have that's actually interesting? Like Modern Family, I guess.
That's about it. But it's like reruns of it over and over
Yeah.
again.
So like new original content up in SmackDown in 3 hours would probably be best. Personally, I would prefer a 3 hour Raw and a 3 hour SmackDown, just so there's more people that can be used in the shows.
Right.
Like if SmackDown was 3 hours, we probably could get Shinsuke Moore and Andrade and Giovanni Vinci. Someone's fixing to win this anytime now. It's going to be a quick one though. Someone's gonna it's going to be a roll up probably. That was 3.
Oh,
Naomi she cheated that.
whoa! That looked like that looked like 3.
That was damn 3. Damn.
Oh man!
Boy Davenport should have won that.
The
I
only
like Naomi, but
with the Bubba Dudley drop. That I forget what it's called, but Bubba Dudley used to do that.
that was a 3 though. Boy Davenport should have won that.
It looked like a 3 from like that angle. It looked like it.
We're just stop counting.
Naomi wins the match. I thought Blair had a good showing though. She did a pretty good job. I enjoyed it. And believe me, if I find it critical, I'm the first one to say something.
Yeah.
Now, quite honestly speaking, this would be a good time to turn Austin Theory into a face because later down the line, I could see him being like a John Cena type of babyface.
Yeah, I think he could. I don't know if he'll get to John Cena's levels. I don't know.
Not to his level, but I mean like the type of babyface that he is. How, like like
Yeah.
he'll like. It's hard to explain, but it's the type of babyface that John Cena is. He's not going to be on his level, and I wouldn't put it there.
If booked right, he could be kind of like how John Cena was when he came in. The first title he won was the U.S.
Yeah.
Austin Theory won the U.S. title first. He's tag champion. John Cena's tag team champion. Now the only major step he needs is someone extra and a big push to get him to the main event scene. And this feud with Grayson and Austin Theory probably could boost him there if booked right. Hopefully they lose tonight. I don't want it'd suck if DIY wins it last week and they lose it tonight.
Nah, I wouldn't. No, they couldn't do them like that.
I don't think
I'll be
like that. Like Vince McMahon probably would.
Yeah, Vince would in a heartbeat, dude.
But Triple H, like guys like DIY, he brought them into WWE. So we're building towards SummerSlam, so Austin Theory versus Grayson Waller could be on SummerSlam.
Exactly. I mean, think about that match. Grayson versus Austin. That'll be dope. That'll be pretty awesome to see.
SummerSlam's card right now, it's looking like Damian Priest and Walter, Bailey and Nia. We'll probably get CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, possibly Sammy Braun and Dragunov. Maybe Chad Gable versus Bo Dallas or Uncle Howdy. Cody Rhodes and Solo. If the card for the main event was based on performance and interest levels, I feel like Punk and Drew would win it. like they would get to the main event pretty fast.
Right. I think so.
But Cody and Solo is going to be the main event probably, just because Roman's going to be returning.
Right.
I don't forget we got
He
LA
can ruin the
Knight.
win for Solo.
That's what's going to happen. Or Solo loses and he tries attacking Cody again, and then Roman comes. Really, I think they should save Jimmy Uso's return for when Roman comes back. So when Roman comes
Right.
back at when Roman comes back at SummerSlam, Paul Heyman comes out and Jimmy comes out with him. They just got to find a way to get Jey Uso over to SmackDown. They did say there was going to be some drafts that will be traded eventually. Like Raw and SmackDown would have some trades. I feel like they should wait closer towards November to do that, though.
That'd be a good move.
Who would you trade if Raw gave Jey Uso to SmackDown? Who should Raw get in return?
Say it again.
If Raw traded Jey Uso to SmackDown to be a part of the Bloodline stuff, who should Raw get in return for Jey Uso?
Damn. Who should Rock get in return for Jay?
Yeah, like if they traded him to SmackDown, who should they get in return?
Damn, that's good. Maybe LA Knight.
Yeah. If he's not U.S. champion.
Yeah, if he doesn't. Yeah, if he's not U.S., maybe LA Knight. If they were to have a trade off, that'd be a good trade.
I'm curious to see how they do that. Or they could do like they did on WrestleMania season, and the Bloodline stuff gets dragged into both shows because the Bloodline doesn't care where they go; they're just going to pop up anywhere.
Ah, there you go. That's true. You can use that.
I mean, they did stuff like this throughout the Ruthless Aggression era too, when they had the brand split. Like some feuds were just big enough that kind of like Shawn Michaels and Batista. Like Batista was on SmackDown, Michaels was on Raw, but the feud was so big that they were able to cross it on both shows. And the Bloodline storyline, it feels like it could be that way because they don't care. Like they'll just show up anywhere. We've seen Jimmy Uso do that to Jey Uso. The Rock and Roman Reigns was on Raw. Oh, next card. Oh, okay. We got Logan Paul returning, and we got Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes.
Oh, okay. That's gonna be a great match. Hell yeah.
That's gonna be a really, really good match. That's probably gonna be the match of the night.
I'm excited for that one. That's gonna be the match. Hell yeah.
Just to remind everyone, Andrade is still undefeated. He did lose the Royal Rumble and Money in the Bank, but those were kind of like multi-men matches, like more than like the Royal Rumble is a loss, but it's not really like a pinfall. Like an actual pinfall match, he hasn't lost since returning to WWE. He's won every match on Raw, SmackDown, and he hasn't lost a match. I don't think they won.
I gotta say, damn, Jay is looking good. And you know it.
Mm-hmm.
You see what's going on in the background? That's hilarious.
And Chelsea just said the hell with it, and she just went in.
Just really want to say that this person maybe I'll pick up with the next comments.
Hmm. He left. Wait,
Oh.
how did he leave? How did he leave? Blair Davenport.
What?
How the hell
Oh,
did he
man.
leave? Like she sat, like LA Knight met with him, then he left, and then she sat there. How the hell did he leave? Some kind of underground portal to get to the parking lot? Like, how
You
the hell
got
did
me on
that?
that. You got me on that one, man.
How the hell did that
I
happen?
was watching too. I was like, what the hell?
He must have another door. He can leave. I don't know how he got out of there, but he didn't want to deal with it. I bet he's not even there tonight. And that's how they're playing it off in the story.
You know what? You could be right because we haven't seen him in person, really, have we?
We've seen that LA Knight said he talked to him. But in kayfabe wise, it doesn't make sense. How did he get out of there?
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Kayfabe wise, like Chelsea Green and Piper Niven and Chris Dudley, like they were all out there. And then we saw them throughout the night, and we never saw Nick Aldis leave. So how the hell did he get out of there?
That's what I'm thinking. Like either he's not there and they're acting like he is, or he just hasn't been. I don't know. I don't get it.
He's probably not there. That still doesn't explain how LA Knight got to see him. Kayfabe wise. This is pretty much our main event match. And I guess the last segment of the night will be solo. That will be the main, the last segment, I guess. I really love those tag titles. They're just like the Attitude Era tag titles.
Yeah, they're awesome. They are awesome.
All right, DIY better win this. That'd be stupid. You put the titles on them, and then the next week they lose them. That'd be stupid.
I mean, that's a Vince McMahon move, though, if ever.
Yeah, that's Vince McMahon written all. That's 100% Vince McMahon. He would do that. But luckily, Vince McMahon's not in charge anymore. So
Thank God.
if DIY wins this, then we won't be seeing a lot of Vince McMahon booking, probably ever again. Damn.
Oh,
Damn. Pretty good start by Austin Theory and Grayson Waller so far. Ooh,
damn.
you didn't get that. You didn't get that right, dude.
Nope, not at all.
If that could have went. I think he got more of that than Tommaso Ciampa did.
Damn.
Damn it! Not a commercial break. I knew that was going to do that.
Oh, that looked insane, man.
It looked pretty good for whatever he was going for, but he just didn't.
But Tommaso Ciampa showed that like a true champ.
Yeah. At least it wasn't like Jinder Mahal and Jeff Hardy. When he did the whisper in the wind, and he didn't hit it, and he still
Yeah.
fell down.
That I remember that. It just looked dumb, man. It's like, but what else can you do though? I mean,
I wouldn't have sold that. I wouldn't have done that. If he missed it,
I mean,
would
because
just
if he
feel-
goes for it, I mean, you could get out, you can kind of do one of the Samoa Joe things and kind of just get out of the way and look cool. and make it look like it's not that bad of a botch, at least.
What's really
He made himself look worse than Jeff Hardy.
Oh,
Like Jeff Hardy looked bad because he
I forgive you. I was wrong.
actually Jeff Hardy did it perfectly fine. He just didn't catch him.
I love you. That's tough to say.
So
Yeah,
really,
I think Jinder Mahal was like he was out too wide, I think.
so it really was Jinder Mahal's fault. And then he made himself look stupid, and then he still saw the damn move.
Yeah.
What have done me? I wouldn't have done that. Has Jinder Mahal ever been good?
Has he ever what?
Has he ever been good? Like he won the world title, the U.S. title. But
I mean, he's talented, but the only reason this might be a hot take for a lot of people out there, he's talented, he's good in the ring, and I'll give him that. But the only reason why he was champion was to tap into the Indian market. That's the only reason they wanted to get the Indian viewers. That's the truth.
And while he was champion, they brought back the Great Khali and all that. And they were having I think at the time they were having an India tour. They wanted to have an Indian champion when they go over there. And if that's the only reason you're doing it, that's pretty sad.
That was the only reason why they did it. I mean, it was just to tap into that market to get those eyeballs. I mean, because the thing is, people in India love wrestling just as much as people in Britain, just as much people in Canada, just as much people here. I mean, they love their wrestling.
I feel like the biggest one that's ever come from India is the Great Khali. Name value wise.
Yeah, name and height wise, yeah, the biggest, literally, yeah.
He doesn't really feel like a Omos or a. Doesn't feel like that. He feels like an actual wrestler, even though he didn't really wrestle much. Well, he did wrestle, but he wasn't like Mark Henry or the Big Show or.
Right. And I mean, in his prime, he was a beast. I mean, really, he was. His rivalry with Rey Mysterio, that's classic stuff.
Yeah, that was. His match against the Big Show was pretty interesting too. It was a Backlash 2008. Sweet Home Alabama was the theme song.
Yep.
I remember that whole pay per view. All right, Johnny Gargano, the hot tag.
Come on, hot tag.
Oh, that was good. I think the crowd's more hot tonight than they were last week.
They're certainly louder.
Like for guys like DIY or Apollo Crews and Corbin, I feel like the crowd's more hotter. And like last week, they had more people. Last week, they had like 15,000 last week. And tonight they have 9,000, but the crowd's more hotter. I guess it depends on what markets you go to. I don't know. Normally Toronto, NXT, like that proves that Toronto normally has a hot crowd. The NXT Toronto.
Oh,
that was good. That was good.
Oh, damn.
Try to go for a pin, but Grayson Waller didn't. That was cool.
See, what a talent. I'm telling you, man.
Grayson Waller is pretty good, too. Grayson Waller might be better in ring than Austin Theory. I don't know.
I mean, it's debatable, but they're pretty up close to each other. I think their styles kind of meshed. Their styles complement each other.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Shatter Machine. Shades of FTR.
I know, right?
That's got to be it. One.
What is that move called? I forget what I keep calling the wrong name.
Shatter Machine.
The Shatter Machine. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they really definitely set that tone.
I keep calling the Magic Killer. I don't know why.
Magic. That would be a good name for a finishing move, though.
Yeah.
That was a good match.
That was definitely a solid match. I loved it. That was great.
Well, that settles it. Vince McMahon is definitely not in charge anymore.
Dodged a bullet with that one, huh?
Oh, damn. When you say literally he dodged a bullet, Austin Theory actually literally did dodge a bullet there. He almost got
Yeah.
demolished. Jacob Fatu comes out of nowhere.
It's some friend Grayson is. He didn't even warn him. You can say, "Hey, watch out for that werewolf behind you."
Oh, Jacob Fatu just demolishing everybody.
I love that look
Ooh.
that he gets in his. I love that look that he gets in his face when he just snaps. That's an awesome look when he just goes batshit crazy.
That's Samoan drop. I've never seen a Samoan drop. He did it like a pop-up power bomb, but somehow transitioned their body and put it into a Samoan drop. Damn! What the hell? He's gonna overshadow Solo pretty fast.
Yeah.
He's gonna. What the hell?
That was dope. That was like the old Owen Hart back moonsault off the rope. Owen Hart used to do that.
I think he's already overshadowed Solo. Should we really be doing Solo versus Cody? Or should we be doing Cody and Jacob Fatu?
Mike's, I guess there's the answer to your question there.
Yeah, this is what he's doing, right? I mean, we kind of figured he was going to do some type of segment because he wasn't advertised for a match or anything. Still got a little bit of time left, so they're going to be doing something.
About to say, is this going to take up the rest of the? I mean, there is a main event, isn't there?
I think that tag match was the last match of the show.
Oh, they must have something big going down now.
At least maybe 15 minutes. They could have let that match go on a little longer, but depending on what they have planned for this last, I'm guessing whatever the Bloodline's doing, they're closing the show. But as I said, Mr. McMahon is definitely no longer in charge because DIY retained. If it was Vince, he would have had them lose tonight.
That's true. That is very true.
He'd probably done that. Have them win it and the next week lose it. But I thought that match was really good between DIY and A-Town Down. And we did see, I can't remember which one it was, but one of them hit each other. It may have been Grayson Waller that hit Austin Theory. And they kind of teased them turning on it. As we've seen, like when they were outside before Jacob Fire 2 came out, they were kind of arguing with each other. So I think that turns I think by next week though, someone would have turned on someone. Probably it's going to be Grayson Waller turning on Austin Theory.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense to me. And thing is that what if they turn it? What if they did it the other way around? What if they had Austin just turn on him and wake up to realize that hey, he's using me. What the hell am I doing with hanging around this lackey? I'm Austin Theory. I don't need this dude.
They could do that. Depends who they want that face to be and who they want the heel to be. If they want to turn Austin Theory into a big time babyface, Grayson Waller probably needs to turn on him. Or they
Good
could
point.
or they could do it the other way. I don't know. That's going to be interesting. But either way, you can tell that someone's going to be turning on someone. It just depends on when.
I just think it'll be a good thing to have Austin be a babyface eventually because I don't know. I feel like I said earlier, I feel like he has that kind of John Cena esque kind of thing going with him, and like like if they turn him babyface and push him the right way, he can be huge.
With this story, they could. That's why I say Grace. It'd be better if Grayson Waller turned on him. So then it instantly makes Austin Theory the babyface. And if pushed right, he could be a big star. He already has the look, he has the character, he has the in-ring skills. He just needs that extra something to push him to the main event to a main event level.
Right.
But I like that tag match, and I like how they did that with teasing them turning on. Like they've been for weeks now. They've been teasing someone turning on someone.
Yeah, great setups. It's great setups to all that stuff.
And thank God we have all retained.
Right.
I was actually nervous for a minute that they was going to have them lose. But I got to remember that it's the same WWE. We're from Lane actually does come back tonight.
My own brother, my own flesh and blood, didn't acknowledge me. And you know what happened? He's gone.
For now.
The wise man, Paul Heyman.
He mentioned Jimmy Uso.
He's gone too.
I'm saying Jimmy Uso comes back tonight.
I mean, something big's about to happen. They pulled out all this time.
Then we get a 4-on-4. These four versus Cody, Orton, Owens, and Jimmy Uso. But Jake Fox, he's the star of this whole group.
Right now, yes.
He's not even the leader. It's supposed to be Solo. I mean, Solo's good, but compared to Jacob, I don't know.
He will acknowledge me as his tribal chief. Well, tonight is about Cody Rhodes. It's Cody Rhodes' turn to acknowledge me. So,
Cody Rhodes beat Roman Reigns. You really think it's going to acknowledge you?
undisputed WWE champion is not a hard man to find.
All right, I think I know what's going to happen here. Cody Rhodes is going to come out. They're going to set up the main event for SummerSlam, Cody and Solo. They're going to start beating up on Cody. As Randy Orton said, if they start beating up on him, he was going to come out and help him. Randy Orton's going to come out. He's going to get beat up. And then from behind, someone with a hoodie is going to come out with a chair. And it's going to be Jimmy Uso. That's what I'm saying, it's going to happen. I swear if I get all that right. I hope I'm wrong. Even though I want it
Me
to happen,
too.
I don't like being right all the time. Sometimes it's not a good thing because some of the things you don't want to happen and you think it's going to happen actually happen.
You've been pretty good at calling it lately over the last, I'd say. Well, thing is, you've been calling stuff over the last few months actually with AEW and WWE.
See, AEW, it's easy. It's easy to because
Oh,
I already
that's
know.
that's simple.
But WWE, I've been getting there, some of it, like the Money in the Bank stuff, and sometimes it's a bad thing because the things you don't want to happen, you you're right on what you think's going to happen.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched the the Surf Ninjas?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it maybe once or twice.
Like the one guy has the power of predicting the future, and he's always right. But he doesn't really have a power, but he thinks he does. And everything he says that happens. I forget what that guy's name was. But that's basically what I have.
I've heard everything that you're saying. I'm sure you can figure this out. We want the same thing. Now, of course, gotta speak to Nick Aldis, but you might as well consider it official. SummerSlam, the undisputed WWE Championship. But if it was really up to me, if I could make any decision, I wouldn't be waiting till SummerSlam.
Uh-oh. Thank God Hell
I'd
Fix
want to
break
do
loose.
it here and now.
Well, we can do it now because we don't have no TV time left, Cody. So definitely can't do it now.
Hmm.
Cody had to expect this wave.
See, what did I say? I'm fixing to attack him. Randy Orton's gonna come in, I swear.
Damn it, Connor.
Oh, here we go. Alright, so far it's whooping both of them. Oh, there. Alright, Tonga, you better not botch anything in this. Alright, here comes Randy Orton.
Right on cue. Cue Randy.
Solo looks pissed. Oh, Jacob.
Oh, Jacob knocked fire out of Cody though, man. That was a hell of a clothesline.
Going for a signature. Oh. Ah, here comes Jacob.
Oh, damn.
Boom. Wow, that was good. Now this is where Jimmy Uso comes back. This is where he comes back probably. This is what I said that was gonna happen. I'm 2 of 3. It's not gonna be Kevin Owens. They said he's not there tonight.
Right. Kevin's not there, so
What the hell are you doing? You know?
that'd be funny if Matt Riddle came out and saved him.
I'd be stupid as hell. I hope not. I mean, do. I hope not.
Gotta save his bro, man.
Those years are long gone. Those days are over. All right, Jimmy's got to do something. Somebody. John Cena, where are you at? You can show up for WrestleMania, but you can't show up tonight? Undertaker, where are you at? Someone's got to do something. Oh no, they're gonna put Randy Orton to the table. And someone does something.
They are destroying Randy right in front of. They're making Cody watch. They're making Cody watch. That's cold blooded, man.
Jimmy's got to do something. Somebody. He said, "Wake your ass up."
Damn.
Somebody else, Cody.
It
LA
was
Knight.
coming out.
LA Knight. Somebody.
No, LA Knight ain't fucking. LA Knight ain't fucking with the bloodline. He has his own fish to fry.
Damn. Look what you did.
He is making Cody watch. That is some cold stuff right there.
Thanks a lot, LA Knight. He's gonna sit back in the back, do nothing, probably watching this.
Damn, that was a nice power bomb on that table though.
Well, I was right on two-thirds of what's gonna happen. Unless something happens right here. Still got 3 minutes. There's Jamie Noble.
Somebody call an ambulance.
Roman's never gonna come back. He's never coming back. Think so might be right.
They're saving that for a big event. I'm telling you.
Solo's gone. Roman's gone. You saw. Oh, I was right. Of 2/3 what was going to happen in that ending. The only thing I got wrong was no news, so. But as I said earlier, what they might do is when Roman returns, that's when Jimmy and Paul Heyman return with him.
I think so.
Because if he returned tonight, it'd be 4 against 1. Well, it technically 3 against 4. If he would have came out sooner. But he probably comes back with Roman. Same with Paul Heyman.
That's what I'm thinking too. Like he'll be back whenever with Paul and Roman, I think they'll come back around the same time.
I think they're going to come out. I think they're going to come back at the exact same time. Like when Roman comes out, Paul Heyman's going to be behind him, and so is Jey Uso. I think they'll all be with him. Possibly Jey Uso. I don't know. More so Paul Heyman and Jimmy probably. Maybe he brings the third brother of the Tongs. I don't know.
It's up in the air.
Yeah, that they've been teasing that. They did trademark Longa Tonga, so tallest guy I know is Hikuleu. So
we'll find out eventually. I can't wait to see this all unfold.
Yeah, I thought tonight's episode was pretty good. I think tonight we had a lot of good women involvement. We opened the show with Bailey. Oh shit.
I think we're still on. Oh, technical difficulties. He'll be back. But yeah, great show. I mean, solid. Had a lot of, I guess, pushing of the stories, I think, tonight. And like Connor was getting to, I mean, they had great action with the ladies. Not mad at that at all. But yeah, I mean, with this bloodline, man, I mean, they're going different places with it, and I'm sitting back and enjoying the ride. I mean, along with all of you watching along with us. But I mean, it's been such a great ride so far with the bloodline, and they have more coming. They have more coming, and let's just see where they go with this, because I see a civil war going down, like Connor was talking about. Paul and Roman returning at the same time. You know, along with Jimmy. I mean, let's think about this. How far could they go with this? I mean, it's exciting. It really is. But I guess I don't know. From top to bottom, I think the whole show was decent. Uh, well, I'm not a fan of the commercials, of course, but I think match of the night for me, at least. I really enjoyed that last tag team match, DIY and Grayson Waller and Austin. They have something going on with that, and I want to see where Grayson and Austin, where that's going. That's what I'm looking at. But yeah,
Yeah,
it was a great show.
yeah. What was I gonna say before I got cut off? Uh, but there's a lot of women involvement tonight. We started the show with Bailey, and Tiffany came out, and Nia Jax, and then that went into Mention and Nia Jax. We saw backstage Chelsea and Piper Niven. Then we got another women's match and Blair Davenport and Naomi. Another back segment with Jade and Bianca and Naomi and Blair Davenport. There was a lot of women involvement tonight, which is very good. Uh, I thought the tag team match with Angel and Berto versus Corbin Apollo Crews was a pretty good match. It was good to see Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin on SmackDown more. We got to see Andrade, and he was in the stands before the show, and he was talking about what was next for Andrade. He gets interrupted by Carmelo Hayes, and we get the match official for next week. It's going to be Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes next week. I actually hope they continue that feud and don't have it just one match.
Yeah.
That is if they want Andrade to lose a match, because if they're going to make the feud interesting, Andrade's going to have to lose the match. If they want to continue it beyond one match. Because, as I've said, Andrade is undefeated. Besides like a pinfall match, he has not lost. He's lost to the Royal Rumble and Money in the Bank. But since being back, he hasn't lost a single match. Pinfall match. Yeah, and I agree. Like the best match to me tonight was the tag team match, DIY versus A Town Down. In ring wise, it was a very good match. The transition, like when Grayson Waller did like his finishing move, Tommaso Ciampa was going for a roll up, and then he went from outside the ring and did the roll, was able to do his signature move, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
And also them doing the Shattered Dream shades to their match against FTR. They did that last Friday when they were in Toronto and they won the belts, and they did it tonight. I wonder if they're going to make that their permanent finishing move, because they did it 2 weeks in a row now. So, and they're not in Toronto anymore. Which last week it was kind of like shade flashbacks from their match against FTR at NXT Toronto. That was that was probably one of the best tag team matches in NXT history.
Yeah.
Still talked about to this day. A lot of people still talk about that match. So I wonder if they're going to keep doing that match. And the ending, of course, was very good too. Jacob just come out and just beat up everybody. He comes out. He does he leaps on one rope, goes to the other rope, and then does like sort of like a backflip, I guess.
Yeah.
And then he goes to the other rope. He does like a frog splash. He does a Samoan drop, and the way he does it, like a guy like him shouldn't be able to move like that. But
It's talent.
as I said, I think Jacob has already overshadowed Solo, and long term wise, I could see Jacob Fatu being a WWE World Champion probably. Give it 3 to 4 years, and I could see them pulling the trigger on him.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yep.
And he can talk on the mic. We haven't seen him talk much in WWE, but if you go back and watch stuff from MLW and stuff, he can talk. He can talk really good. Um, yeah, I thought tonight's show was pretty good. If I had to rate it, I would probably give tonight's show I'd give it a 7.9 out of 10. Well, no, I'll give it a straight up 8 out of 10. Might as well.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. I was gonna give it a 7.5.
7.5.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair. 7.5, 7.9, 8. Yeah, it was a pretty good show. It wasn't an all-time best, but it was a very, very good show. Very good storytelling with Randy Orton teasing going for the title. We got teases of the heel turn with Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. Looks like Blair Davenport and Naomi isn't done. We've seen Blair Davenport attack Naomi. Yeah. Next week, Logan Paul comes back. I'm assuming that's when we'll get the official announcement for LA Knight and Logan Paul. It's probably, I think we already know what's going to happen, but just written and I guess. But I'm looking forward to that match, LA Knight and Logan Paul at SummerSlam. But yeah, I thought tonight's show was a very good show. We'll possibly be back on Monday for Raw. We've been doing more SmackDowns because it's easier because it's on a Friday and most of us doesn't have to work the next day. But I want to try doing some more Raws. CM Punk's more so on Raw, so I like to do more Raw episodes, live reactions to those. But yeah, definitely check out all of our links in the description below. You can catch the Wide World of Wrestling on Twitter, on Facebook. Those are our main two platforms, and obviously here on YouTube. Also, go check out Mr. Jacobs' Twitch account in the link in the description below as well. Mr. Jacobs does a lot of Saturday night plays, Sunday sometimes, a lot of 2K action. You do all types of games, but definitely go check out Mr. Jacobs' Twitch channel. Everything is in the links in the description below. We've gotten a lot more active on Twitter and Facebook, so definitely go follow us on those accounts. Shout out these last few comments. Jacob 42 is a beast. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Yeah. Riley, good show. No, he's not beating Cody.
No.
Either he's going to lose clean, or he could lose with the help of Randy Orton. Like it'll probably be a numbers game. And then Kevin Owens comes out, Randy Orton comes out, and Cody Rhodes ends up winning.
Yeah.
Then after the match, the numbers game comes into play. Then they're beating up on everybody. Then Roman Reigns returns, and then we get kind of a stare down with Roman and Solo. I could see them doing something like that.
That'd be
but
cool.
Solo is not beating Cody. If Solo's going to be world champion, it's going to be a while.
I agree with that. Yeah.
He's slowly getting there. This is really his first test on the main roster as a main event star. Like with the bloodline of Roman, he was like a sidekick, or he wasn't really the main focus. But now this is the first time ever, so he's still young and he's still got time to improve. So I think in due time he'll be a big main eventer. I'll still give it 3 to 4 years, and you would have seen a lot of good improvement with Solo Sikoa. And he's working with some of the best: Cody, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, LA Knight, Roman. So
Yeah.
Paul Heyman. Yeah, that was pretty much it for our SmackDown Live reaction. Is there anything else you want to add on?
No, just thank you all for joining us here tonight, and join us next time. And subscribe here to Wide World of Wrestling Podcast. Also, the All Elite Zone. Subscribe there. Also, let's see what else I was going to mention. Let's see. Oh, tomorrow night, join me on Twitch at Mr. Jacobs 420. All lowercase.
Mike's already says
And
so.
awesome. But yeah, thank you all for joining us, and subscribe to all those channels, and join us next time.
Yeah, as he said, the All Elite Zone. This is the sister channel to the All Elite Zone. So we have Dynamite reactions. We have AZ Canada talking elite for all topics of wrestling. We do have an interview coming up Thursday if everything goes according to plan. Victoria, Tara, however you want to call her, she'll be on the All Elite Zone Thursday for talking elite. But I plan on doing a simultask and having the interview air on both channels, the Wide World of Wrestling and the All Elite Zone. So if you start with this channel, you'll still be able to see it. If that happens, we've had to reschedule this interview I don't know how many times. But for future interviews, I plan on doing a simulcast where they're both channels. But yeah, I thought it was a good show tonight. And we'll possibly be back for Raw on Monday.
Yep. Thank you all for joining. Peace.